Hey everyone, I'm Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and welcome to episode 47 of Let's Platinum Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. Okay, so today we're going to do something real quick before we move on with the story. I've been thinking about exactly which order to do everything in, and I think I've come up with a pretty good idea. So the first thing I'm going to do is really quickly leave this final area, this Ginnungagap, and the reason we're going to do that is so that we can evolve our two monsters here. We have the wild rabbit. We have the wild rabbit, and we have the
Don't get too confident.
The serpent. Yeah. So we're going to evolve those guys, and also going to grab something else as well, and we'll come back to the end, and then we're going to continue the game and basically go all the way to the very end. And just before we hit the final battle, we're gonna run out and we're going to go all over the world and collect every single monster that we need. Now I'll be largely doing this off screen, but I'll kind of like go from spot to spot and tell you what we're gonna collect. I think that makes the most sense. Alright, so if we head to Mizuho here, this is a bit messed up, but don't worry, it works out. If I head to Mizuho right now and I talk to this cat, it will say, "What brings you to a little known far off land, meow?" Meow? What do you want to do today? Oh, you have over 100 types of monsters. You did good. Guess you're a monster prince, meow. And Emil obtained the title Prince of Monsters. Now, if we go into our status menu, when we look at that, it says Prince of Monsters. You've mastered your power over monsters and befriended 100 of them. Even monsters are talking about you. So technically, when you make pacts with 100 monsters, you should receive a skit called Monster Circus. But if we actually look and we count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, and then these four, 96, we're actually 4 monsters away from 100. Now I actually did this, I tested this off screen, and indeed we are 4 monsters away from 100. If I get another 4 monsters, I will receive the skit Monster Circus. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to continue the story. We're going to go all the way to the final battle. Then we're going to run all the way, hopefully. I'm pretty sure we can still leave, even though I said in the guide, or I said like last episode that I had written in my guide that it was the point of no return. I don't think it is. We're going to go all the way to the final, or just before the final battle. We'll leave, and then we're going to go all over the world, and we're going to collect, first of all, we're going to collect 4 more monsters so we can get the next skit based on that. And then we're going to collect every single monster so that we're all ready to level up. And that, I think it's 2nd level, and that should make it a lot easier to then, like, basically the second playthrough will just be getting to the end and also like upgrade, like evolving the monsters and everything. Alright, now what do I have to do? Did I not burn these things? I did burn these things, so what do I have to do? Yeah. Maybe it's the 3rd level I was supposed to go to? Pretty sure it was the 2nd. We'll find out. I guess it makes sense if it's not working like this. 3rd level. Okay, well we went down, so it must be the 3rd level. Or not. Ah! Maybe I didn't... Oh, you know what? I probably didn't burn... God damn it. So annoying. I think I didn't burn these ones. That's what it probably is. So let's see if I can get this right. Yeah, I can see it. Alright, let's get that one. That's 1. Water. I like the effects, actually. I never realized that, but every time I burn one... I really don't want to fight you. And you come down here. There we go. So this one is going to be earth. What is it going to look like? Sort of like dirt? Bubbling up off the ground or something? Yeah, basically. Okay, now we go here. Oh, I got it. And now run away, run away, run away. Can I make it in time? This one's darkness, I guess. Gotcha, yes. And... oh good, and it even disappeared, that one. Nice. Sorry, I've been hearing the word disappear used as a verb lately and it's caught on, so to speak. The seal of the roots of the world tree unlocks and a new pass opened. Yeah, you go that way and I follow you. Alright, cool. Yeah, this should... I've been like trying to like... not racking my brain, but I've been like thinking and thinking, how am I going to do this last bit? How's the second playthrough going to work and all that kind of stuff, so... yeah, it's been a little frustrating. I forgot to evolve the monsters.
This place seems different from the other places we've seen so far. Ah! Wah!
What's going on?
Ah!
No way!
Don't worry about us.
The Derris emblem.
Lloyd! Everyone!
What just happened?
Amazing. The others must have had the Derris emblem.
What's the Derris emblem? What does it mean if they had it?
The Derris emblem was created on the world of Derris Karlon. It utilizes any mana surrounding it to protect its owners.
Protects its owners? But they weren't protected at all.
That is because you, as Lord Ratatosk, were purposefully avoiding a visit from the owner of the Derris emblem.
I was?
Yes. Long ago, you gave the Derris emblem to a young half-elf boy and his companions. But you were betrayed by them.
So Ratatosk set a trap in case the owner of the Derris emblem ever came here?
Correct. The others are imprisoned somewhere within this place. The only one who can save them is Lord Ratatosk. That is to say, you, Lord Emil.
I understand. Let's hurry and look for them.
Right. They've saved us so many times. Now it's our turn to repay the favor.
Alright, Lloyd and the others left the party. Okay, before we do anything, I am actually going to go right back up to the top and I'm gonna go outside again and evolve my monsters. I realize that this is a long way to go, so I'm going to do it off screen, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back for a second. I'm going to make my... let's have a look. Emil, go to Berthia, and I'm just going to give you Brill. I'm going to change this wild rabbit into a cottontail, because we already have a Vorpal bunny. You saw that we could make it a Palladia, which I probably should have done, but that's okay, it's not a big deal. We can also make our Pomipi, whatever it's called, Sashimi, make this guy into a Viper, please. Cool. That way I can get more experience with them, and by the time I'm done here I can evolve them again. That's good. Okay, I will meet you back at the part that I... like that elevator. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's keep going. We've got a boss fight to do, and before we do the boss fight, let's make sure that everyone is set to this. She's still equipped with Mystic Symbol. She can have Energy Arc back, which she already has. Nether Trader. Everything else here is good. You guys are all good? Alright, let's go.
Welcome everyone to the Monster Graveyard.
So, you came all the way here, kid?
Dex.
There's no reason to do this, Alice. You two were just being controlled by the power of the Centurion's core. Can't you see that?
Who said anything about me being controlled? The commander and Dumbo Dex, perhaps, but I always knew exactly what I was doing.
What?
I was perfectly sane when I fought you, because after all, Mart, I totally despise you.
But why?
You're just so annoying. You're powerless, and yet you always have to interfere. Stop it, Daddy. Please help me, Ratatosk. Phooey! You can't solve anything by yourself. You're so pathetic, it makes me sick.
Maybe that was true before, but...
I hate hypocrites like you. I couldn't wait to rub your cute little nose in the sad truth of what you really are. I knew if I stayed close to Richter, you'd come to me eventually.
Dex. The entire blood purge incident in Palma Costa. You're the one who's responsible for it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Why? Even if you wanted to save the people of Silverot, how could you do that?
The only one I fight for is Alice. If she were to ask me, all she'd have to do is say the word. I'd sell my soul to the devil for her and never look back.
I'm going to gain unyielding power. That's what's needed to survive this world. If Richter calls upon demons, I'll use them as well. The world will answer to me and only to me. So, to complete my deal with Richter, I need you to die.
Alright, and now, for the final time, we fight Alice and Dex. Let's see if we can take them out.
Now just give up and die.
How can you hurt others so easily? How can you hurt Marta?
You think you're some kind of knight in shining armor, kid? I won't let you hurt Alice.
I don't care if you hate me, Alice. Why can't you realize that it's wrong to turn the world into a demonic realm just so you can gain power?
Why is it wrong if the world is turned into the demonic realm? No matter what the world is to, it will survive and persevere.
We got an Ars Nova, nice.
Leave it to me.
We just do so much damage.
No way!
This is it.
This is the end!
Nice. Cool way to finish.
Die in my arms.
Also, I'm pretty sure we don't have access to, holy god. Let me see.
Lightning assault! I am not
Oh, we
getting in
can.
here.
Oh yeah, we can, but we can't do Einsof Hour. I'll try it anyway. It's different.
I'm not gonna lose!
Yeah, you can't do Einsof Hour. It's a lot of hits though. Wow. Finished. What was that, like 54,000? No, 74,000 experience, 27.51 grade. Pretty good, pretty good. Emil got a level, Marta got a level, you guys got a level. 26. Fantastic. Venom Spray, Lure 1, Somersault, Dust Cloud, Luck Increase 2. Alright, whole bunch of really good stuff. They may have had things to steal, but none of it was any good. We're too far into the game.
Mart.
Alice.
Mart.
Alice!
I hate your guts.
Stop it! Dex!
Today is the 765th day. I guess that this one was just another scam too. Alice, you always said that I disgust you, but I love you.
Dex! Oh, Dex. I love you too. I do. I really do love you. How could you? You did this to him?
Alice!
Go ahead. You can hate me all you want. But I won't ever let you hurt Emil.
I never thought that you'd actually do it. Who would have known that you'd be the one to kill me? Dex, don't worry. I'll be with you again soon. Soon, we'll be together.
If only I'd stopped Daddy, the Vanguard never would have been created. And Alice and Dex wouldn't have resorted to this.
It's not your fault, Marta. I don't claim to understand how Alice chose to live her life. But I know one thing. The Vanguard wasn't responsible for it. I think Alice lived the way she wanted to live. She was exactly who she wanted to be. Wishing we could have saved her is just ego on our part.
Even so, I just hate all of this.
I know. Believe me. I wanted to save Dex and Alice as well. And that's why I want to save Richter too.
Emil.
I was the one who started all of this. So, I'm sure this is just my own ego talking. But Richter was the very first person who gave me courage. When I was still weak.
Emil, I wish for Richter to live through this as well. But I have my own reasons for that. Not for altruistic ones like yours. I want him to take responsibility for what the Vanguard did. Along with Daddy.
Yes, I know. Come on, Marta. Let's go. Let's go and finish our journey.
Yeah.
Alright, and that is it. And we get one more skit. What is Love Part 2? And just before I review that, 95, okay. Here we go.
I guess I'm no better than Alice. When she attacked Emil like that, I didn't even hesitate. I had no problem hurting someone for my own petty reasons.
Do you think so? I see the situation somewhat differently.
Huh?
You fought out of love for another person. Alice fought out of love for herself. To me, the motivations are as different as night and day. That is not to say what you did was right, but regardless of whether it was right or wrong, is that not love?
Wow, that was cool. Red lavender. Alright, red lavender in that chest. You know what, let's go ahead and quickly use that. Oh, I have 2. Okay. Should I use it? Physical attack 3. You know what, I'm actually going to hold on to that because surprisingly you can actually keep that with you for the next for the next playthrough. Alright, technically my Viper has to be on level 27, but the Cottontail is ready to go. I'm actually going to leave one more time back to the cats, I wish there was the cats here, and swap out my party, just so I can make it easier on myself later when I have to like evolve all these monsters. So I'm going to do that, show you, and then come right back off screen. So I will be right back. Okay, I'm back again. I took the Feral Shadow off of my Galf Beast. I need to give it to Pomipi, but first let's upgrade Cottontail using a grill. And I can change it into a carbuncle. So we've obviously been seeing those. Let's equip my Pomipi, whatever it's called, with Feral Shadow. And now we should be able to evolve it. There we go. With a grill. And that'll allow us to turn it into a Kosh. Cool. Let's get rid of the Feral Shadow. Put it back on you. So that increases your damage by a lot. Now we gotta change you two. And I would love to have another Mandragora. We do have one, but I'm gonna use something else. I want... maybe a Chimera? Let's do one Chimera. Can I do two? I mean, I know I can do two, do I need to do two? Where's Chimera? Let's have a look. Chimera can become a Manticore, which I need. Wait, Griffin? Oh, I just need to make a Manticore and I'm done. Okay, so that's good. And then I also need to make a Hippogriff. How the hell do you make a Hippogriff? Griffin with Feral Shadow. Okay, oops. But the problem is, in order to make a Manticore, I only need level 15, which is nothing. So maybe not the Chimera. Maybe we'll do something else. Let's do... oh, let's do the slime, since I have so many. We'll do 2 slimes. That makes sense. They're weak, but at least they'll be like the same thing. Okay. Yeah, they're going to be like well above where they need to be when we evolve them. Actually, hang on. Let me check something. Slime. So I might change that actually. Slime is... okay, we can make him level 24 and turn him into pudding. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, cool. I will meet you at the same place that I met you before, or where I left from before. I will be right back. Okay, we're back. Let's keep going. To the left over here. Alright, so we've got one final area to do. So let's follow this linear path until we have to turn off. Oh, by the way, the reason why I was able to evolve the Viper into the Kosh was because I did one more battle before I went back. So yeah, let's see. Okay, head west. We're gonna have to fight this guy. Okay.
This will be easy. Don't get too confident.
Now they're gonna give me a chance to bloody get. No. They're gonna give me a bloody chance to get a cut. I guarantee you I'll get this. Of course I'll get it. What was the point of leveling that bloody Cottontail if you were just gonna give me a bloody carbuncle? That's so annoying. Oh man. Alright, in here we have a millstone. I think that's a dead end over there. Or actually I'm gonna have to go back. It's a weapon for Marta. It says physical attack increase 371, art attack increase 280. It has a physical defense decrease attack of 2 and it comes with stone blast. So it could be useful, but it's just not better than the energy arc. Unfortunately, the energy arc is basically her best weapon. There is one more, but we're only going to be able to get it right at the end of the game, so there's no real point. Okay, so now we have to go this way. Also, because I hang on a second. I'm kind of. Come on. go. No! All of your jerks. You won't let me get. Yay, we won. Meanwhile, I'm trying to make a pact with that big bird. Obviously you could save time by doing that, but it also wastes time because it's just like so unlikely that you're gonna make a pact with it. Mind Slicer, this is another weapon? No, it's a weapon for Emil. It comes with Spirit Drain 2, Art Attack Decrease Attack 1, and Sick Attack. It's not that great, unfortunately. And then there are 2 more chests down here, so let's grab these. What are these again? I have an idea. Red Verbena and Angel Dust. What is Angel Dust? Is it a chest piece for you? Yeah. Relax, Darkness Element. Yeah. Nothing too crazy, unfortunately. If you haven't got any of the other gear, then it's like from the special dungeons and all that, then it's fine. But since we do, it's basically useless to us. Alright, let's get around here. Leave that slime mold. I'm gonna avoid you. I'm gonna avoid them if I can. Don't get me wrong. Alright, so now I've got to go down. I can't really avoid you, can I? Ah, damn it.
This will be easy.
Don't get too confident.
Hit you first. Yes, use it again. Now Prism Sword.
You were nothing.
My bloody slimes are going to be maxed out before we even get to the boss. So frustrating. Alright, well now we go this way. Fight this thing.
You're right.
Come on, come on. Now another thing to note while we continue is there is actually a reason why I'm waiting until basically the very end of the game to go for all these monsters, and you'll see why very soon. Made it. I need to fight you again. Okay, go down. Collect this one. It is a red basil. Or basil. You get a cutscene.
Emil! Marta! Lloyd!
You're all right.
Unfortunately, I'm the only one who wasn't affected.
Have the others been turned to stone?
How do you know? I'm sorry. It seems that Ratatos set a trap for the owners of the Darus emblem. I see. That's why the Darus emblem glowed.
But why were you spared?
Maybe because I have Martel's protection.
Come on, we need to save everyone. Emil, you can save them, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's hurry.
There's something I want to ask you. You've accepted the fact that you're Ratatosk, and made up your mind to do your duty and protect the door, correct? Yes. You're not thinking of letting Richter defeat you and turn yourself into a core so you can become a lock on the door. If you feel guilty about Aster and planning on doing that... No! I won't let Richter kill me!
Come on, guys. We don't have time for all this chit-chat.
Sorry, we're coming. I trust you, Emil. Don't let me down.
Tenebrae. Lloyd is thinking the same way Tenebrae is. Bumbling Idiot. And just before... Okay, still 95. Okay, let's wait for Bumbling Idiot.
That was a mistake. We should have left the Darus emblems behind. Were the Darus emblems something you needed during the journey of regeneration? Yeah, we couldn't have done it without them. Which is why I never expected them to work against us. I guess you could never tell.
But Martel's protection is really powerful.
No, I think it's only that way against Ratatosk. They're both tree spirits, so maybe they cancel each other out or something. You're probably right. Huh. Lloyd, you really know your stuff.
I agree. I must admit I had my doubts after hearing so many people describe you as a fool and a bumbling idiot. But it would appear I was quite mistaken.
And who exactly were these people?
Okay, so that's that one done. Oh yeah, I can also check. Man, I was really hoping for 96 on that one. I'm hoping that the other skits that I need to get, the ones that you can just kind of get as you go through the game, not story-based skits, I guess. I hope they provide a little bit more percentage than the others. We'll find out eventually. I'm sure it'll be fine, but I'm just, yeah, being a little pedantic. All right, or worried, rather. I'm going to save there, and then we're going to head down here, and we'll continue with this cutscene.
Look at them.
This is terrible! Emil, do something to help them!
Right. Tenebrae?
The curse should dissolve as soon as you touch them.
All right. I'll give it a try.
Man, I can finally move.
You were conscious?
Yes, it was as if I was in a straitjacket and couldn't move at all. I could see everyone around me was petrified, so I just assumed I was too.
That was horrible. My whole body was tingling. It felt like I was frozen in place.
I'm sorry. It's my fault.
You could not have foreseen these circumstances. Don't worry about it.
Well, it looks like everyone's more or less back to normal.
All right, now let's make up for lost time and kick some butt.
Yeah, Emil needs all our help.
You can count on us.
Okay, cool. And now we have 2 more skits, all downhill.
Well, thank goodness. Can't say I blame old Ratatosk for wanting to gaze on this perfect specimen of chosenhood forever, but without me, this poor world would drown in the tears of lovely ladies everywhere.
Why do I feel like I've heard this before?
I can't say I have any desire to gaze at you.
Pipe down.
Don't mind him, Emil. The idiot chosen's just upset that he's past his prime. It's all downhill from here.
You can say that again.
All downhill.
If I remember, Idiot Chosen is what it is, was his sort of name in the first game. 96%. Alright, let's go, go, go. Now we're up to keeping the promise.
So, Lord Emil...
You've come to ask if I'm really gonna do this?
Yes.
I'm sorry, Tenebrae. I've made up my mind. I'm gonna take on the role of Ratatosk. I know that's not what you want to hear.
I will keep my promise to you. I am your centurion. Whatever you have decided, I will obey you to the end.
Thank you.
Except for that one time where I decided to go with Marta's idea instead of yours, and then immediately doubled back on that again. Alright, head forward for another scene.
Aqua!
Master Richter is establishing a pact with the demons right now. I won't let you disturb him.
Centurion Aqua! Are you aware of what you're doing?
Yes, of course. Right now, I'm doing everything I can to make sure Lord Ratatosk never comes back again.
Why did you decide to side with Richter and betray us?
Because I want to help Master Richter avenge his friend. Master Richter and Aster first learned about Lord Ratatosk through their research of summoned spirits. They found me and told me they wanted to advise Lord Ratatosk about the Centurions losing control. I brought them to the Ginnungagap, to the door to the demonic realm, just beyond here. But Lord Ratatosk simply refused to listen to what Master Richter and Aster had to say. I couldn't believe it. Instead, he lashed out at them because of his hatred of mankind. He killed Aster, and Master Richter was gravely wounded. After surviving the ordeal, Master Richter searched for the power to bring Aster back to life.
That's it. So that's why he's forming a pact with demons.
Yes, in return for resurrecting his friend, Master Richter will open the door leading to Nibelheim.
Whoa, wait a minute. Are you serious?
Can't you see? You are the ones who are wrong! Lord Ratatosk ordered us to annihilate mankind! How can you possibly help him? He even took the form of Aster when appearing before Master Richter! He, the one responsible for his death! No one is going to make Master Richter suffer anymore! If I can help Master Richter avenge his friend, if I can help him grant his wish, then one thing's certain, I won't hesitate to kill Lord Ratatosk himself!
Alright, another boss fight. This time against Ladon. You could steal if you really want, but it's not pertinent. I can't remember what you get from it. I would kill my... Okay, let's do this. Oh, they didn't have anything. Okay, can we make it a bit more? Holy crap, 90? Okay, it's over. Wait, I said 90, but I think I meant 20k.
So amazing!
You're making me blush.
I love the way you said that.
Oh god.
Okay, we got to level 25, which is maxed out, so that's fine. The rest doesn't matter.
Why is Aqua in pain?
She turned her own body into a monster. Now she herself has also been hurt by the battle. Aqua, although you are a centurion, you love Richter.
Master Richter, I was only able to buy you a little time. Please, forgive me.
Marta, will you hold on to her for me?
Okay, but aren't you going to make a pact with her?
No, it can wait. I think it would be cruel to hatch her, and then form a pact with her right now.
Oh, I understand.
Okay, and we got Aqua's core, and Emil learnt the skill Aqua. We have the penultimate story skit, Aqua's Love.
I still find it hard to believe that Centurions are capable of falling in love.
I must admit my own surprise. However, just as cores may affect the hearts of people, a strong will may also affect the cores.
I think I know what you mean. The human heart seems fragile, but it's actually pretty tough.
Yeah, when someone feels anger or sadness, they can affect other people with their emotions. And sometimes there's nothing you can do to help them, even if you want to.
But you can also spread positive emotions. And there are plenty of times when people's hearts are touched and they don't even realize it.
That is true. Aqua must have been influenced by the strength of Richter's conviction, and it changed her. It may very well be your hearts that hold the key to success in the coming struggle.
Alright, awesome. So I think it was on 96, right? Okay, still 96, damn. Okay, I'm gonna head into the final area. And in a moment we'll get another cutscene. Oh, and the skill is down here. Oh, that's interesting. Maybe I didn't see it before. I thought I didn't have Ignis. I thought I was supposed to get it. Oh no, Lloyd gave it to us before. Lumen... Well, did we not? I don't know. Oh, let's see what happens in this next bit. Raining Fangs, okay. Now I'm curious. Alright, let's see this cutscene.
Lord Ratatosk's domain is up ahead.
That's where the Ginnungagap is?
Yes, Richter should be there.
Emil, the time's come for you to regain your power as Ratatosk and close the Ginnungagap. That's what you've chosen to do, right?
Right. Everyone, it's almost over, but I still need your help.
Okay, cool. And we'll get the final battle, the final story skit of the game. Final battle.
Well, we're finally here. Marta, Tenebrae, thank you for all you've done.
Emil.
Don't talk like this is the end. We're not giving up on you yet.
Yeah, you're right. Lloyd, everyone, I want to thank you as well.
Come on, cut the formalities. It's time. Let's give this everything we've got.
We shall be right there beside you.
I won't hold back, even if we are fighting a half-elf.
We've come this far after all. We must see our task through to the end.
Richter may have his reasons, but nothing justifies turning this world into a demonic realm.
We worked so hard to regenerate this world. We have to protect it.
Right. We can't break our promise to Martel.
This is a fight to reclaim your identity too. Give him a show he won't forget.
Everyone, let's go!
Fantastic. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, it did give it to me. Interesting. Okay, which means I need 9, and I think I have 7 left. So I have a feeling that, hang on, let me check. I wanna check. I'm gonna quickly save. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have 7 skits left, but because that one gave me an extra point, I think what's going to happen is 6 of them are worth 2%, and then when I get the last one, it'll just change from 99 to 100. I think that's what it is. So we'll see, but yeah, I'm hoping that's what it is. Okay, so now that we're at the final battle, first of all, I'm going to start running back. But the reason that I actually wanted to go... Sorry, just give me a sec here. Yeah. The reason I wanted to get to the final battle was because I swear I checked my menu earlier and Emil didn't have the Ignis skill. And I was like, oh, he's supposed to have it, right? And then I thought maybe you get it right at the very end. So that's why I was going the whole way. It doesn't really matter. I think I've done the right thing because we only have about 18 minutes left in this episode. And look, in all honesty, I don't think the ending takes a full hour, but I'd rather give myself the full hour anyway so that I can sort of compensate either way. I think it'll probably take somewhere like 30 or 40 minutes. So whatever happens, happens, and I'll figure out how I do that next time. For now, though, what I want to do with the last remaining minutes is I'm going to leave and I'm going to head back to like one of the first areas, maybe like the Tower of Mana, and I'm going to look at my monsters. I'll do that off screen, I'll run back on screen because I'm talking about it, but I will look at my monsters and check everything, and basically I'm just going to go find what I need to sort of which monsters I need to make pacts with so I can focus on just evolving when I do the second playthrough. So the second playthrough is largely going to be like a speed run, but because we've got 10 times experience and we're going to be playing on a harder difficulty as well, the amount of experience we're going to be getting is insane. So yeah, I got to sort of work out how I'm going to do that. I'm not entirely sure yet because it's going to be kind of frustrating to like basically doing what I'm doing is like I'll fight a battle, I'll have enough experience to level, and then I got to go somewhere. But maybe it'll be in such a way where I'll have access to a lot more of the cats throughout the game, and it'll be much easier to sort of get around. Okay, let's head to, actually not Tower of Mana, let's head to, where's like a good place to save? Does Dynasty Ruins have a save point right at the start? Or am I, no, I'm thinking of something else. Well, we can save on the map, I guess. Let's go to Tower of Mana. And then I'm just gonna leave. Oh, Tower of Mana is the one I want to go to. Save. Alright, fantastic. I will... yeah, I'm gonna do this in a bit, so I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and as you can see, I am not in the game at the moment. I'm actually on my computer. This is the first time I've done this, but I thought to myself, maybe we can make something work a little bit better here in terms of explanation. So I'm going to go over a little bit of basically what we have left in the game. We need to capture all the monsters. We basically need to have every evolution at least once. We need to complete the game. Well, we need to finish the game. We need to finish the game again. There's something we have to do in the second playthrough as well. And then we have to finish the game one final time. And that's basically what we've got left, including the skits. So I'll go over those as well in just a moment. So I'm just going to read this top sentence here so I can explain what this list is. It says, the below is one way to go about monster capturing. Collect multiple of the base form of each monster and evolve each one into their separate forms. This takes longer, however your list will be more complete as you will end up with one of every monster. So as you can see here, I have Filifolia times 5, and I've also put the location of where you can find them, so Tower of Mana is probably the easiest place to get them. The reason I put Filifolia times 5 is because there are 5 monsters in the Filifolia family. There's Filifolia, Cararia, Orkrot, Treant, and Mandocello. Now, for me, I've actually got all 5 of those, but those are the 5 families. You can see here Fungus I've got as well, Theliana, and I've got literally everything. I think there's 28 or 29 families going all the way down to the bottom here to Mimic. When you count up all these numbers, the number you get is 221. However, your monster storage can accommodate up to 232 monsters, which incidentally is the total amount of monsters in the game. If you add 221 to the 8 elementals that we got recently, those monsters that like the Thinker and the Punisher and all that, you get to 229. The Imp, which is the first monster that you get in the game, is a monster that doesn't evolve. So that one takes us to 229, so that's its own family. Archelon is part of the Tortoise family. As you can see, I've only got times 5 here, but the Tortoise family actually consists of 6 monsters, including Archelon. But Archelon you get for free as the monster you catch in the Truid Oasis that you use as bait against Bartek in the Triot Ruins. So you get him for free too. And then Kitty Cat is the reward for completing the Treasure Hunter's Trophy, The Truth, the final quest in side quest in Chapter 8. So that takes us to 232, 221, 229, 230, 231, and 232. As I said, Archelon's part of the Tortoise family there, and the Kitty Cat is also part of the Chimera family, so this should say times 6. However, you can't evolve the Chimera into Kitty Cat, so that's why I put it at times 5, and for Tortoise I put times 5. You can technically evolve the Tortoise into an Archelon, but it doesn't really matter. The next list I wrote was this one, and the reason I wrote this one is because I put this here. You can only have a total of 5 of each monster at any one time, so it may be more viable to collect some of the evolutions in order to reduce the amount of times you need to evolve. That list is below. So let me explain using Filifolia. Actually, I can explain using Clay Golem, because I tried to record this once already and I didn't like the way it turned out. So Clay Golem times 3 and Mithril Golem times 1. If you go up here, you can see that Clay Golem times 6. So there's 6 monsters in the Clay Golem family. So how is it going to work if we only get 3 and 1? That only gives us 4. Well, if we Alt-Tab here to, not that one. If we Alt-Tab to this page, you can see here Clay Golem, Golem, Rock Golem, Mithril Golem, Talos, and Ice Titan. So, in order to get an Ice Titan, you have to use a Mithril Golem, get it to level 32, and add the Jihad, what's it called? I forget what it's called, but the stone that you can make, the Philosopher's Stone, Quality Stone, and whatever else that you need. So you need to get a Mithril Golem to make that. So that's why you need the Mithril Golem, because then that will give you credit for the Mithril Golem as well as the Ice Titan. Keep in mind, you only have to have credit for having the monster in your party at once. At least that's how I'm pretty sure it works. Then you've got, so why 3 Clay Golems? Well, a Clay Golem can evolve into a Golem. It can also evolve into a rock golem. So Clay Golem can evolve into a golem and a rock golem, and then you can make a golem into a Talos. So if you go Talos here, you can make a golem into a Talos by getting it to level 25. This isn't like, not all of this is 100% accurate, but it mostly is, so that's what I went with. Okay, cool. And then so if we go back to this, you can see here that this list is, so this list at the top is 221 monsters. This list reduces it by quite a bit, 154, brings it down to 154. Now, after it, I put here -19 from the list above to be very efficient for me. So what I mean by that is, if you count all these monsters, and this is not perfect, but it's pretty close. If you count all these monsters, you get to 154. However, if I catch all of these, but I minus 19 from the list somewhere, that'll actually get me to 232, which is what we need for a skit, and I'll show that in just a moment. So this is a good list for me to follow. I could skip, for example, the Filifolias, the 2 Filifolias, the Cararea, Treant. I could skip all that, as well as the Fungus, Marcoid, Atheliana. I think the first one I needed was Mandragora, so I could basically skip all of this. Actually, how much is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's actually a good idea. If I skip all of this and then just figure out what else I can skip, that might actually work really well for me. So I might actually end up using that list. And then finally, I made this list here. It says, finally, the list below is specific to what I need to collect in order to complete the monster book. Now, what I mean by this is essentially, yeah, it's if I want to make a pact with every monster, all I have to do is do this list, which is 72 monsters big. However, doing that won't get me the skit for filling out the monster storage. In order to do that, I need 135 monsters, which is why I put 154 minus 19. So it actually might be more beneficial for me to go for this list because I need to get that skit complete anyway. Speaking of skits, let's go over those. So if we go to this website, we have done every single story skit above, and now we need to do these side skits. We've done every single side skit up to this point right here, 286. So we're missing these ones at the bottom here. I did not want to scroll that down, but anyway, it's fine. Because I didn't want to show you the last one, but it's okay. So this here, Monster Circus, I only need to form 3 more pacts in order to get this, so I'll do that. I need to form, obviously, 103 more pacts to get that one, so that's going to take a while. We're full. This is the one I'm talking about. We need to have 232 monsters in total in the storage. We've done Exactly. We've done Too Powerful. We've done Old Fashioned. Simply Splendid is Get a Palladia. That's just a evolution of the Wild Rabbit, so that won't be too hard. Joyous Trinity. I don't know how anyone could possibly have discovered this, but you need to have the Kitty Cat, the Izimbra, which I think is an evolution of the Chirpy, if I'm not mistaken, and then an Espidocilion in your party at once, so that's pretty simple. Complete is just collecting all monsters, and then skit 297, which you can't see, I'm not going to scroll down, is related to something that's going to happen at the end of the second playthrough, so that's why I'm not showing it. But basically, that's what we've got to do. I hope that kind of helps you out. My recommendation is you can sort of make this list on your own if you want. It doesn't take very long. I mean, you can type that up pretty quickly, and then just kind of look at what monsters you've got and figure out how to make an efficient list for yourself, because obviously your list is going to be different to mine. If you absolutely 100% want to make sure that you get everything, I'd recommend using this, because that way it's literally impossible to fail. Just get 5 Filifolias, 5 Fungus, 5 Athelianas. When you get to the Mandragora, get 5, evolve 1 to the next level, and then get a 6th one. The problem with this list is that the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to collect the monsters during this playthrough, but I'm only going to evolve them in the next playthrough, because we can keep all of them and the experience will be times by 10, which is going to be a tremendous amount of more experience. So we're going to be doing just fine on experience for the second playthrough. Yeah, this took me about something like 2 hours to put together. So it's not that much time. And I think to make sure that you don't miss anything, I think it's worth it. So yeah, you can use that. All right, we should have about 5 minutes left in this episode, so I'm going to leave it here and we'll go back to the game and I'll just figure out what to do for those last 5 minutes. Okay, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and with the last 5 minutes, let's get started on monster capturing. Hopefully this works out well. So I basically organized everything in such a way that it allows me to just go from area to area. Okay, so Filifolia, can just get rid of these guys. We need a wild rabbit from this place, but we also need 3 chirpies, so let's go to the chirpies and see if we can get some wild rabbits as well. I should probably also... Wait, strategy. Oh crap, they're probably gonna attack. Nice. Okay, we're good. I got very lucky that Phoenix Rush for some reason has some misses in it. In its like hit frames or whatever. Man, but I did not get lucky for capturing a Chirpy. Let's try the bear to see. So what I ended up doing was I ended up using the last list. Oh, this is good, actually. Nope, that's not good. Okay, I don't need the bear, but I will try and get it just so that I can
I'm glad they were weak.
make headway into reaching 232 monsters. Demeter, one of the Greek gods. Thank you, Hades, for teaching me that. Alright, where's the wild rabbit? The wild rabbit is actually relatively rare. Another thing that I should point out is I said that we would be collecting the monsters in this playthrough and then evolving them in the next one, but we may actually choose to evolve at least some of them this time around. Ah, good. Okay, so hang on. We need... That was done. Damn. I should have used... Yep, okay, I know what I should have done there. I should have used Marta's first aid. That was silly. We will probably choose to evolve at least some of them. Oh, perfect. Okay, and now we need to do Havoc Strike. Yeah, or that works. Hang on. How do I do this? Take Fiend Fusion off and use Havoc. Wait, actually, I don't know if Havoc Strike is. Oh, I got it. Run away and do Demon Fang. There we go. Now we can win. I don't want to risk having to potentially collect one of the others.
I'm glad they were weak.
Come on, Wild Rabbit. You got this. Let's go. Alright, cool. So that's that. And we need 3 more Chirpies. In one more, we'll also get the skit that I'm missing. The Monster Circus skit as well. Okay, so we need Chirpies, which means, yeah, we don't need this.
Don't get too confident.
Yeah, but because we have
I'm glad they were weak.
almost all of the evolution stones, and any that we don't have we can make, it makes more sense to do it now because we won't have those. You don't get to keep them. Nice. Perfect. You don't get to keep them in your second playthrough. Can I please just... Thank you. Join Fenia, please. Oh man, it's so annoying when it doesn't work. The other thing I was gonna do is for you. Tenebrae is good to have. I'd love to have Ignis, to be honest. We don't really need like Sky Combo 3. We're not really gonna be doing that. Actually, hang on. Instead of doing that, let's do. Where the hell is it? There. Do that one and that one. That's the same thing. It's exactly the same thing. Okay. Blade Fury. Who do I want? Probably Solemn, because at least that way I can use Fiend Fusion over and over again. If I need to. Fiend Fusion. Is Fiend Fusion. I think it is. I think it's Earth Elemental. Let's test it. If it is, then I can have Marta use Barrier. Hang on. Defeat you. And then I go Fiend Fusion. No. What? Oh, because I changed it to Havoc Strike. I've got to change it back. Ah man. It is, you know what, it's genuinely really tough to get it to work 100% perfectly all the time. But I do want to show this. Where is it? I forgot what it was called. Fiend Fusion. And before I do anything, let me just see, because I have another idea. Perfect. Okay. And then my other idea is to have Marta go Emil up Marta and have her use Barrier. So that way... And has Marta got everything that... No, let's take this off. I'm just very curious to see how quick this could be. Because I don't even know if I've done... Let's see. Okay, let me defeat defeat you. Defeat you. This is just like kind of a test. Okay, so if I go up. That was pretty cool. Okay, I mean, it wasn't that fast, but it wasn't that slow either. Come on. Oh my goodness, I'm getting so unlucky. Alright, well, I'm pretty much out of time. But I will show myself getting at least one more chirpy because I want to get the Monster Circus skit this episode. What was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, I don't think it has any bearing, but it's possible that depending on what element you use for like capturing a monster, it may have an effect on like how successful you are. I don't think it does, but it's just a guess. Oh my goodness. Okay, well I'm not really sure what to do in this instance other than just keep trying. It's very frustrating to fail like that, but can't really do much. I have to figure out exactly how I'm gonna do next episode. Oh, good. Okay. Well, this is a nice easy one. Sometimes when this happens, it's good, because then you get a decent chance.
I'm glad they were weak.
Out of all the elements to choose for what I just said there, yay. Earth would have been the one I would have thought would have worked better. Alright, here we go. Monster Circus should pop up now. Now before I collect it, let me just do this. So I'm on 97%. I think I'm still going to be on 97. Well, let's see.
You have now befriended 100 monsters. Well done.
With this many, we could open a 3-ring monster circus. We'll have to start teaching them tricks in our spare time.
Marta, you sound serious about this.
We'll start by practicing with an illusion where I, the fantabulous Marta, appear to be devoured whole by a ferocious beast.
Enough already.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm going to stop there and we'll continue next time. I don't know exactly how I want to do this because like I don't want to waste time catching too many on screen, but at the same time I feel like it's a good idea to show at least all the ones that I'm going to get, so that way you know where some of them are, because there are some rare spawns and everything. I don't know. I think that's probably what I'll do. It just makes it easier for me to just because otherwise I'd spend a lot of time trying to get one episode and then the days just pass and pass and pass, and it's it can be a little bit tough. Anyway, we'll continue next time. For now, I want to thank you all for watching episode 48. Okay, I just went back and checked. It's actually episode 47, so I want to thank you all for watching episode 47 of Lost Platinum Tales Symphonia Dawn of the New World. My name is Ultima456, you're the Ultimates, and I'll see you next time.